My name is Lloyd Phillips IV. I am a registered respiratory therapist, respiratory care practitioner. Well, as a registered respiratory therapist, we mostly manage ventilators. We take care of people with breathing problems, giving medications. We do everything from doing art lines. We assist the physicians with bronchoscopies. We do bedside trachs. I think that people like to see a friendly face, someone that's coming in to help them just to improve their quality of life and give them the best outcome that they can have. Story about one of my best days on the job. I've had a lot of them. I've been doing this for almost 30 years. One in particular that I can remember was a gentleman in the 2E COVID unit that we had back in August of 2021. And at that time, patients' families weren't allowed to come into the bedside to see the families, which you can realize was extremely difficult for everyone. But he had an assembly of his family and friends of about 250 people holding up signs and placards and all this other stuff outside of his window, and we were able to get him up into a wheelchair and wheel him over to the window and help him stand up so that his family could see him and he could see them, and he waved to them, and it was pretty special. It was pretty cool. Well, my dad was a medic in the United States Air Force, so of course I had to become a medic in the United States Army. So I did that for 4 years and got out and actually did all my prerequisites to go to nursing school. But the wait to get into nursing school was 2 years. And I had talked to the gentleman that was running the respiratory care department at Ferris State University up in Big Rapids, Michigan. And he told me that respiratory was wide open. So I went and I checked out the program, and I thought this was fascinating. And unbeknownst to me, I had actually wrote on a piece of paper when I was 17 years old that I wanted to be a respiratory therapist. So I think it was preordained. Someone who has a lot of compassion, someone who likes to help people, someone who is always willing to put others in front of themselves, somebody who isn't afraid of hard work. You will have lots of hard work. You'll have days that you don't stop and eat. Then sometimes you'll have days where you have lots of time, but you can't let that bother you. You just got to go through and do the best you can for what the patients that you have at the time that you have. They, at the end of the day, they can't punch out and go home. They can't go and get a glass of water whenever they want to, and they can't go to the bathroom by themselves. And so you got to be willing to put them first while you're here, 110%, 111%. Work hard and be the best at it that you can be. Don't be afraid to ask questions. We are a team. Everybody here works together. You're not on an island. You'll never be on an island unless you're the only therapist there, and even then you're going to have doctors and nurses that are experienced that you can always bounce ideas off of. Ultimately, it's not about us, it's about them. Do the best you can for them. It's family. I mean, in one word, it's family. I mean, you have your work family, you have your home family, you have your friends' family, but when you're here, not only are your coworkers your family, but the physicians, the nurses, the housekeepers, the people who work in the kitchens, the families of the patients and the patients themselves, they're all family. When you're here and you're family, and you're going to treat your family with the best, that 100% that you can. So come join the team.